Right then, here we are again on the bank. It's beginning of January. Done all the Christmas, done all the New Year. So it was about time I got those sticks back out. Unfortunately, as you're well aware by now, that little view is never going to be the same again. The star of the show is no longer with us. But just because the squirrels are safe, don't mean the carp are got to be. I am down in Northamptonshire somewhere at the moment. And I've decided to have a little social session with my old mate, Mr. C. Say hello, very bearded Marc Coulson. And that is some beard, isn't it?
It's all mine.
Oh, it's a wonderful looking creation. Captain Haddock. Now, as you all know, I absolutely love the gadget. So, for Christmas, actually I think it was my birthday, which is in December, I have got one of these, which inside that black bag is a cob cooker, which is like a sort of a mix between a barbecue and an oven. And I've never used it. I've never seen one used, and I'm going to attempt to make an entire tandoori chicken for me and Mark. So it's either going to work or it's going to be Indian takeout. Right, let's get the instruction book out. I've got to be honest, we're having a few ignition problems. This thing is supposed to just light it, but I ain't sure how, because it's not impressed with my lighter. So, do it like this. Glowing. Ow. And I have no idea what to do with anything else. Really, if I'm honest. I suppose it goes on there. There. Completely honest with you, I'm not sure it's supposed to do that. There's an awful lot of smoke. And then I'm not sure about a lot of it. I might have to ring my mate Tetley in a minute, he's got one. In fact, I think I'll ring him now. Chicken, I think, is too big. Oh, I don't know. No, it ain't. They're spot on. And you get a wok with it as well. You take that off, plop the wok in there and do a stir fry. All technical stuff. Here's to food poisoning. Right, the 1 hour mark is up. Time to have a look. Certainly sounds like enough. Eat. She's warm. Oh. Well, appears to be cooking. Give it a try. Good. Well, look at that. That is success. Tandoori chicken on my new cob cooker, and it worked. First time of asking. It's even gone brown. Right, you lot can bugger off because me and Mark are going to eat it. Ta-da. Does, doesn't it? Right. Plate, thank you, sir. This is that. Oh, it's sharp, got sharpness there. It's naughty. Love a gadget.
Especially on the bank gadgets.
Could be quite a lot.
I was just going to say, I think you probably have some left tomorrow. No?
God, it's properly well cooked, isn't it?
That is amazing. How long was that on there for? A couple of hours?
No, I was gonna, but in the end I did it for about an hour and a quarter.
Thank you, mate. That's superb.
Tuck in.
Wow. It's like eating it with our fingers as well.
Oh, it's got to be in it.
Thank you, mate.
It was an extra large chicken. I didn't think it was going to fit in the cobby thing, but it did.
Oh.
Dripping in tandoori juice. Good?
That is amazing. Wow.
Success! Well, Mark's shot off up the shops for some more supplies. Bits and pieces to go with me 2 sirloin steaks that I'm going to cook on the old cob tonight. And we've got into it. The fish in front, however, is a little bit slow. Like I said earlier, I've hooked 1 tufty and 1 Laney through the thumb. That's been it. Haven't seen a fish. Had a wander around earlier. It just looks a bit winterised really. I don't know anything about the lake at all. It's one of Mark's recommendations. We were headed off to Essex to Blasford Hills, which would have been a good bet, probably would have got bites, but the wheel bearing on Mark's motor's gone. So this is local to him, so we ended up coming here. He couldn't risk doing sort of 100 and odd mile with a dodgy wheel bearing. I say I don't know nothing about the lake, but I know he says there's 300 fish in here or something, about 10 acres. But I don't think it gets fish much in the winter, so I think the better winter waters are always those that are busy really, to be honest. Fish get moved about, get a bit of bait. But it's got everything else you need. It's got, like I say, got the head of fish, it's quite shallow, seems to be, I don't know, 6 foot. Bit weed about. Yeah, sort of got it all going for it. Be nice to see a fish. Be even nicer to catch one. Anyway, I'm back out on the bank. That's the main thing. back out here doing it. Well, unfortunately the rains came and my swim has become just a little bit muddy. The fish decided not to play ball at all, but we ate well and we drank well and we had fun, and it is January after all, so you can't expect miracles. But now it's time to pack up and do one. So next week I'm off to the Pads Lake with Mr. F. So hopefully we'll have some big fat carp to show you then. But until such times, ta-da for now. Morning. So, this week we will be mainly fishing Yateley Pads Lake, the famous Yateley West complex. Pads Lake here, Split Lake there, North Lake over there, and the car park lake there, and Mr. F here.
I'm going to do a little bit of gardening first, because I don't like a muddy swim.
Bless him. And this is our home for the next 2 nights. This is my swim, which is called the Pads, and this is Mr. F's swim, which is called the End of Pads, something like that. His is a little muddy, so he's having a bit of a scrape up. Look at the technique.
I think it's actually old Marc. Anyway, it can all go. I do aim to be comfortable, David.
Of course you do. And we have my new cob cooker, and a whole tandoori chicken is on the menu tonight.
And steak.
And we've got steak and all sorts of stuff.
Potatoes!
Of course we've got potatoes. It wouldn't be
Where are my potatoes?
wouldn't be fishing with F without jacket spuds. So there you go. That's what we're up to this week. Yateley angling.
Right.
Can't fail.
Yeah, it can.
Great big pad under with it, but that'll be alright. Success! Here's Mr. F.
My heart actually stopped. My whole body went.
He just took the lid off the Barbie and leant it against an electric fence. I heard him squealing like a stuck pig.
It was shock as much as anything. My whole body shook. It wasn't just 5 balls of 10. It was like, oh my God, I'm going to have to sit down.
So, Mr. F actually, when he got electrocuted, drops it, his barbecue, over the fence, trying to empty it. And now he's got to try. It's like one of them games, isn't it? You know, where you got to get the little loop round the metal wire without it going bzzz.
Is this carbon?
No, fiberglass. Bang!
Shut up! The other bits are going to be a bit trickier. Come on, Laney, help us out here, son.
No chance. I'm filming.
Oh, come on. I'm scared of it.
How are you going to get that up?
I don't know.
Just lean over and grab.
Oh. That's what happened last time. Oh, mate, I've got a plan.
Mr. F's come round, apparently with a pair of teeth for me.
A pair of teeth, yeah. I'll tell you what it is, Mr. Lane.
Even a glass.
I've never made this before. It's wild damsons from the hedgerow just down my road.
Yeah.
And gin. So, wild damson gin.
Okay.
Cheers.
You're on the test pilot, am I?
No, I'm sure you smelled right.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh.
Oh, we like him. Cheers.
Whoa!
I heard that.
Did you hear that?
I heard it. Crack, crack.
I'm sweating.
Oh, well angled, Mr. F. Well done.
I need some scissors, Mr. Lane.
Scissors?
Yes, please.
I have scissors.
I reckon one of us is going to get a take in a minute. Imagine if it's the maggot.
I've tied another rig. Another 5 rigs.
Yeah. Have you seen how many bricks some of those gooks had in that match?
Yeah, I know.
So, what are these? Scissors.
Well, there's not an awful lot going on. Mr. F's decided to go. He left a little while ago. So the final night I'm on my jack. Got a bit of everything out there. Maggots on one rig and that stupid PVA thing. Little bright pop-ups, zig. Weather's supposed to get absolutely mental later tonight. I think they're saying 57 mile an hour winds. That'd be fun. So I can imagine I will be safely ensconced in there. Maybe even half zipped up. But yeah, not seen a sign of a fish. Bugger all. That's January for you. 2 weeks on the trot, 2 different venues, both of them pretty dead. The good thing about here is it can throw up fish. It done one a few days ago, and they're a good stamp of fish as well. You know, if you do get a bite, a good chance it's a 30 pounder, which in January is a big fish. We shall see. Right, don't fire up the cooker. A couple of steaks, I reckon. See you in a bit. Well, that was a wild old night. Woke up this morning with, well, about half a ton of timber all over my lines, rod tips. Still a load of branches down there now. Fished a load of them out. And no carp. But it was certainly bloody windy. I had to move my rods out of the old pads down there because it's just so full of woodwork now. There's branches and everything in there. Spoke to the missus at home, and our whole village and the village next door is out of power. And apparently the roads are a nightmare with trees everywhere. So journey home's going to be fun, and I'm going to wrap it up now and see what I can make of it. Could be a long old trip home. and no carp to show you again. Rubbish, isn't I? Rubbish. Oh well, better luck next week, eh? Ta-da. Right, you're still with me at the stage of the game. Firstly, congratulations. You must be thinking, is this bloke ever going to catch a carp? Yeah, tell bad jokes and eat. But, I've caught a carp. I got up this morning and the lake was filling up quite a bit. Dating lake, so obviously people come for the day. I hadn't had a bite, so I decided to sort of fish for liners, spread my rods out, keep the tips high. Quite quickly I had a liner on the left hand rod, so I brought it in a rod length, and the next liner cracked up to the top and stayed there. I've got a beautiful mirror here, just scrapes 20 pounds. Rather than recast, I'm actually moving to the swim next door, because that's sort of more where I caught it, was more in front of there. The empty swim, just like a few yards up the bank. Plop them out from there right on top, and we get all three rods on the area. There we go, look at him. Loads of little scales all over him. Beautiful little fish. He's quite a long way away, look at him. Better, closer, hopefully in focus. Look at him. Woo, 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 woo. Lovely little mirror, loads of little starburst scales, all sorts of winter colours on him. At last, 3 trips, 3 different waters. Blasford Hills has done it for me. Thank you very much. Fish floating over me. Right, I'm back. I've got a little visitor. Well, quite a fat visitor actually, Mr. Robin. He's down there by the milk. Just came back from the cooker and he was actually in my bivvy. I think he was under my bed. Wouldn't have got away with that when Padwa was around, would he? Be getting squirrels sitting on the roof next. Trying to tell me he wants something to eat. What do you want? A boilie? Right, this is my new swim. Swim number 4. It is, 25 yards further up than I was. But that bite was on my left hand rod, and when I put a marker out to check, it was right in front of this swim, only very close. I thought it looks like quite a popular swim, so you might as well move into it, stake your claim, and get on where I think the fish are. Well, there obviously was one there because I caught him. So finally we're settled in. Big wind's supposed to be coming today, some rain, so I'm going to drag the bivvy up here. And this will be my final move. Possibly, maybe. That's what happens when you're really too close together. first fish in the morning, Jen. Result. Nothing with that. It shows it's worth moving about sometimes. It's got my fourth swim. Fished for liners, like I said this morning. Got a couple of liners, moved the rods where I thought they might be. And bingo. It's exactly the same spot as the last one. Now, I've got one each side. Quite a tight area. No bait, just 3 seagulls. Winter fishing. Wow, lovely job. Tell you what I could have done with these in carp balls. We've done carp balls up here. The biggest fish I had was 18 pounds. This morning I've had 2 20s, well, near 21, 20, and 18, 12, 19, 12. 19, 12, just under 12. I've had about 60 pound fish and 3 fish. Yeah, definitely could have done with that. Then the old carp balls. Oh, it's really pretty one, they're great big scales on it. Quite lively. And also, my waistling is full of bait. Just pooed out bait. So they're definitely on the munch. In fact, there's loads just coming out of them all in the mat. Well, unbelievably, I've just slided that last fish back and I had another run. I've had another one. That ain't bad morning's work, is it? 4 fish. Looks like I've had a cup of tea. Simple. Come back in 2 hours. Done. That isn't generally considered good luck, is it? A single big fat magpie sat on the tree in his swim. But I did bid him good morning, which apparently negates the bad luck. We shall see. If I don't get another bite, I might have to go shooting magpies. I'm only joking there, by the way. Apparently you're supposed to say, good morning, what a fine fellow you are. And then your bad luck turns to good luck. Even though it is afternoon. Well, this is turning into a bit of a session, isn't it? Just shows it's worth that moving lark. 24 hours without a bite. And 4 in not very long at all. A few hours. About 3 hours. I need a notepad if it carries on like this to remember what I caught. Especially with my memory. It's just a case of getting the right venue really in the winter. Got to make it realistic and believable. No one likes to sit out and suffer in January, December, January, February. You're getting bites, it makes it just so much more bearable. I like it here. Very nice indeed. Couple of 20s, couple of 19s, and a small one. Can handle days like this. Very nice. Right then, let's have a look at butchers, see what we got. 2 hours and 10 minutes. I have no idea what to expect. Still fairly hot. It ain't scorching, to be honest. Right, it's done its turn. It ain't cooked. I was most upset. Christmas, isn't it? When I passed the parcel game when you was a kid. Getting hotter. It's exciting, isn't it? Oh, have a word. Look at that. Oh my god. Can you actually see? You have got to see this. Oh! Bloody hell. Slipped over my landing net pole and nearly done myself. Have a look at that. That is special. 2 lots. Tender. Oh, they are out of this world. And sticky and oh. Right. God. Right, you lot can bugger off, I'm going to eat that. Well, I'm not really sure what's going on here. I've got some very bright lights on me. I've come to a lake where I was sort of expecting maybe a 20, but mainly sort of doubles. I know there's some good fish in here. It's predominantly commons apparently, but this is my 6th fish. Another mirror, that's 4 out of 6 have been mirrors. And look at this one. 23.5 pounds. I don't know what's happening, but I'm glad it is. He's a proper one. Proper chunk. Big thick across the shoulders, lovely great big scales. He's lovely. I'm liking it here. Good old Blasford, eh? All the day anglers have gone home, I'm the only one left. 6 fish under my belt, 3 20s, a couple of 19s. It's all good. Isn't it? Mwah. Corker. Well done. Right, first light. It's blowing fairly well out there. I've got that looking on this screen. It doesn't look too bad because that calm bit in front of the rods, but it's actually pretty bloody windy. There's a few branches cracking about distance behind me. Had another fish early hours, about sort of 15, 16. Brought me up to 7. Sounds like first of a couple of day ticket anglers, I think, just turned up over there. Most of the action yesterday was in the daylight. I'll probably give it to about 12. This is my last camera battery, so I'm going to be brief in case I get any more fish. And now I'm up, I'm going to have a cup of tea. And hopefully, like I say, a couple more. And a slow pack up, and I've got to push that bloody barrel all the way back up the hill because I left the battery at home. Bad angling. Anyway, beat me. Get a lot of that. I think this wind's supposed to get quite. They said it was going to be proper savage in the night, but it didn't turn up till a little while ago, so maybe it's going to be this morning. I just hope it doesn't slash with rain. Right, laters. That old wind's certainly picking up now. It's howling down there. But the fish don't seem to have liked it very much. Last bite I had was that one that just sort of, as it was growing light. So I've got that distinct impression that they've done the off. Getting quite regular bites at this time yesterday. The only thing that's changed is the weather. So. I've got one rod I'm sort of moving about, see if I can locate them. I've only got a couple of hours left. I'll start with a slow pack up, I think. It's been a good little session. Very good session. It's certainly getting wild now. Seems to be every time I go lately, the wind just goes crazy. Fished in that storm Eleanor, then I had them 65 mile an hour winds a couple of weeks after that, up at Yateley. And now it's howling again. I'm tempted to say at least it ain't raining, but I know what'll happen. Halfway through packing up, then tip it down. Anyway, I reckon that's the lot. Unless something happens with one of them last knock-ins, I'm going to sign off and see you all next time. Ta-da for now.